It is Ryan Seacrest here, and joining us, star of Free Guy in theaters August 13th, is Ryan Reynolds. Ryan, how are you, man?
I'm pretty good, Ryan. Very nice to chat with you.
You know, I feel like this job, if you ever played the role of a DJ, like this is a job that you would be great at.
I think it'd be a job I would enjoy, actually, because you get to probably talk to all kinds of different interesting people. And I'm pretty good at holding my tongue if I feel differently. I think right now you're dying. You're just like, God, I have to talk to Ryan Reynolds again.
Oh my gosh.
The B- Ryan. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, hardly. Hardly. No, I met you, I think, it could have been 20 years ago when you were doing Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place.
That's exactly it. Yeah. Back in the old 98.7 days. I remember.
That's right. The Star days. And so back then, curiously, what was your vision of what you wanted to do?
Well, I always had an extremely low bar. I mean, like I really did. I mean, from the jump, my highest goal was to be like a wacky neighbor on a sitcom. And that felt like the Empyrean heights of impossible. So the fact that I'm able to sit here right now and, chat with you multiple times in the last couple of weeks, it's pretty, that's a kind of a pinch me thing still. I try to never forget that either, because it sort of is what keeps this fun and fascinating to me. After doing it for so many years, I know how lucky I am to get to do this job. But yeah, back in those days, like that was also the best job I ever had was on a sitcom in Los Angeles. You work 3 weeks on, 1 week off. It's like the most ridiculously wonderful job you could ever possibly have in showbiz. So live audience. I mean, it's amazing.
And now when you look at what you do, I mean, you act, you write, you entrepreneur. I mean, how do you, when you fill out the box for occupation, what do you say?
I don't know. I mean, occupation, that's a weird, I guess I don't know. I mean, I'm riding that same weird frontier wave that a lot of people in show business tend to do. You tend to end up doing a bunch of different things and, being something of a multi-hyphenate at some point. And I'm interested in lots of things. So it really is organic and coming from, I like to think the right place, because I get fascinated by aspects of our industry and other industries pretty quickly. So,
have you seen on TikTok the trend of men professing their admiration and love for you? Just saying that it's just a bunch of dudes saying they have dudes are just saying they have crushes on you.
Yeah, wow. You're their ultimate man crush.
You're the ultimate brother crush. Yeah.
I love it. I'll take, I guess you can't turn a TikTok into like an actual chest tattoo. So I just have to watch it, I guess. Wait, I will. Yeah.
We may have some audio here. Here, listen.
Said it before and I will say it again. The most attractive thing to a man is
Ryan Reynolds.
Whoa.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
We don't talk about it.
Nope. I do sometimes, actually, a lot.
But it's true.
It's very true.
I don't know what images go with that sound, but that's what's happening on TikTok, just so you know.
Whoa, I have so much to learn. So much to learn. Oh, man. I'm going to be a complete a for the rest of the day after hearing that.
Yeah, don't let this go to your head. Hey, Ryan, we had earlier talked about you being a dad to girls, and Sisney's got her third. She's her baby girl on the way, her third child. And she could have it any moment now, actually.
Very pregnant. Very
Whoa!
Pregnant.
Is this your third girl?
It's my third. So I had twins with my last pregnancy. So boy, girl twins, and they're 3 years old. And so this is third kid, and a girl.
Oh, wow. That is incredible. Wasn't it? I think it was Jim Gaffigan who once said that, like, having 3 kids is so different than having 1 or 2. It's sort of like you're drowning at sea and then someone throws you a baby.
That's awesome. Great news.
You go from man to man to zone. You're playing zone defense at some point.
Yeah, we're outnumbered, right?
You're playing zone, but what you got to understand really fast is you are losing and you will always lose. It's never going to change. Yeah.
We had talked before that, I worry a little bit if I were to have boys about being a dad to boys, because I'm not the ball player. Like, I'm not great at pitching. I'm not great at all those kinds of things. I feel like my dad did with me, and I didn't really need him to do with me, but I feel like he did those with me. And you were saying you kind of relate to that.
Yeah, I relate to that. My father was like a very masculine kind of sports first, academic second kind of guy. And I was sort of the opposite. I loved sports as a kid. I'm the youngest of 4 boys, but like, I don't see that as fun. Like having 4 boys is terrifying to me. I mean, I was the youngest, so I wasn't even considered a brother. I was a moving target. That was it. I was like, I was a vessel that consumed cereal they wanted. That was kind of it. And it was terrifying. So having daughters is a little bit different. But by the way, my daughters also brawl. But so far, nothing in the house has been set on fire. Nobody's stolen my car. So far so good. So I feel like being a girl dad is pretty awesome. I will never complain about it.
Yeah, I think it's perfect for you. Ryan Reynolds here. It stars in Free Guy in theaters next Friday, August 13th. What should people know about this? It's unique in its own way, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very odd to get to do a big, giant summer tentpole movie that's original, that's not based on anything like a comic book or a previously known IP. So for us, it's super exciting. But it's basically about a bank teller who, is robbed, shot, and stabbed about a dozen times a day. And then one day he realizes that he's actually not a bank teller at all. He's a background character in an open world, super scary video game. And he decides to sort of take back the power. And it's just like that at that point, it just becomes a super fun action adventure movie. A lot like the movies I grew up watching, like Back to the Future and Indiana Jones, where they just take you into a whole new world and give you an opportunity to kind of live there for, a little over an hour and a half. It's pretty special. I
feel like with the characters you play, your sense of humor is in their dialogue. Is that because you write so much of what you perform?
I write a lot, and mostly in the last like 4 or 5 years, I've started to write a lot more for other people too. And I love that part of it. I feel like it's such a, it's opened up so many different avenues to me. I mean, I have a marketing company. We're all constantly writing for everything that we do there. And it's sort of, that to me has been I look back at high school, and of all the crap I took, like all the different classes I took, I look back at typing. Who knew that was the one? That I look back, God, thank God I took typing. I didn't take it just once. I took it twice. Like I've never used algebra. I've never used half of the, biology stuff but typing, man, every single day.
That QWERTY, we owe everything to QWERTY. It was QWERTY.
Oh,
and
QWERTY, yeah.
QWERTY, yeah. Everything was
Yeah.
QWERTY back then.
Yeah.
Hey, man, great to have you on. Thank you so much for coming on. Ryan Reynolds. You can see Free Guy in theaters on the 13th of August. Appreciate it. Take good care.
Always a pleasure. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
See you, Ryan.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Bye.
Bye.